Hey everybody. So I had said I would come and do the next three cards for this Isis Oracle spread that I'm learning. So we already got cards 1, 2, and 3. And next we need card 4, 5, and 6. I have to look at it because it's in different positions and I want to, adhere to whatever it's there's a reason for it, I'm sure. Each position means a certain thing. And then afterwards you get a full picture, right? So we'll see. One, life restored was no, the brother in darkness was number 1. Life restored was number 2, and talisman of potency was number 3. Right. So we want to get cards 4, 5, and 6, please, Spirit. And this is for me and my relationship, please. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine art with me. Thou art with me, Lord, and thy staff make unto me. So this is card number 4. Thou preparest a table for me, as friends my enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil, my cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I'll dwell in the house of the Lord. Okay. All right. So this is 4, 5. I'm not fully grateful this with you. Okay. I'm not fully grateful with you. Blessed art thou, my Lord. Okay. Thank you. For the love of Jesus, Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for sinners now and at the hour of our death. Amen. So 4, 5, and 6. All right. So first card number 4 is Portal of Light. She glides on wings through time and space. Portal of Light. She reminds me of Oya. Oya is Orisha of the wind, the cemeteries, the hurricanes. She tosses things through, tosses things around, cleans things. We'll see. Okay, so position number 4 is, all right, we'll do that later. Position number 4, what does that mean? Okay, so position number 4, the hidden forces that you do not recognize consciously as yet the hidden forces that you do not recognize consciously as yet that are part of what is happening and why. This card can help you expand your perspective and see what is contributing to this issue from within you or externally, so that you better understand what is happening spiritually and psychologically or physically in the issues you are trying to resolve. This awareness will help ensure that you don't get caught by surprise as you are bringing about resolution of the issue at hand. So this is like what's going on behind the scenes. All right, so this would be here. Nope, under here. And card number 5. No. Let's read it. Portal of Light. You'll have to excuse me. I'm tired, but I wanted to do this. I got out twice today to go to the lab to get my blood test. No, once yesterday, once today. Both times they closed at 3 o'clock. Why couldn't I have checked that before I left the house, right? My brain is not working at its optimum. Scatterbrained. Portal of Light. I'm sure someone is going to make some smart aleck comments about that later. Okay, Portal of Light, page 121. So that's 4, right? Portal of Light. So this would be I guess part of your foundation, part of my foundation, something that's going to help build me up. It is only this physical reality that is bound by time and space. You are a being conscious on levels beyond the physical world. You are guided to work with your healing powers beyond the confines of time and space and to allow your sense of self to expand. It's safe for you to do so now. It is safe for you to do this now. You will not become ungrounded through such spiritual growth. You're not leaving your earthly awareness. You are instead adding to it. You are growing in power and awareness. You have had breakthrough insights where you realize that you are not who you thought you were. You are, in fact, a much vaster being. Sometimes this is shocking and uncomfortable and difficult to accept. At other times, it was gentle and made sense to you. You're learning to integrate this awareness of your vast self into your life. The practical consciousness of doing so are extraordinary. The practical consequences of doing so are extraordinary. To live with less and less fear and insecurity, to become more detached and more passionate, more loving and less demanding, to need less and receive more, to feel more joy and exert less force to attain it. Such wonderful gifts await you. You also became capable of exerting healing influence beyond time and space, which means being able to help free yourself and others if you choose to share your healing gifts. You can learn to create freedom from trauma, attachment, history, and any other situation that may drain life force and distract from divine love, no matter whether occurring in this or any other lifetime. Isis guides you to powers and abilities to heal that are beyond time and space. It starts with the realization that what has happened in the past has power over you only to the extent that you allow it. The portal of life is being opened to you now to travel through time and space, to release the past, to open up to a future bright, and to call for more power in the present moment. Once you have done this for yourself, you are guided into the healing path. Then you can share this with others. Be guided by the loving blessing of Isis to assist you in the sacred interdimensional travel. Be guided by the loving blessings of Isis to assist you in this sacred interdimensional travel now for healing and understanding, more growth and peace. If you have also drawn the Oracle of Merkaba, that's Merkaba, then a part of your particular soul gift is the ability to navigate between spiritual dimensions of reality, shifting from lower vibrations of fear and bringing through higher vibrations of love to allow for peace and release. The combination of the Merkaba card and the Portal of Light card means you have the ability not only to navigate dimensions, but to bring higher dimensional awareness into the present moment for healing with a natural soul ability to be present in lower vibrational realities, such as those of fear and competition on earth at present, and simultaneously be anchored in higher vibrational soul realities of love, peace, and truth. This makes you a powerful source of light, and the Lady Isis and her beloved star Cyrus offer you divine peace and protection now to help you on this sacred task of being a star of divine light and presence on the earth at this time. Well, I didn't get that card, Merkaba, yet. Still got 3 more cards to go. The Oracle of the Portal of Light also brings special guidance with a phase of time. The Oracle of the Portal of Light also brings special guidance that a phase of time or experience is over and a new cycle at a higher vibrational turn of the spiral is beginning. So prepare to ascend. Expect things to become lighter, freer, and faster moving in your life, even perhaps whilst you appear to be more surrendered and more peaceful within yourself. Okay, so there's a ritual. You need the ritual of the portal of light. You'll need 1 candle, like a tea light, or a white or black candle for this exercise, and some matches. Sit comfortably where you can gaze at the lit candle with eyes half closed and your spine relatively straight and supported. Gaze at the candle flickering with soft focus, and keep your eyes half closed, half open as you focus on the candle and your breath. When you are ready, imagine you can project yourself into that candlelight, sending your awareness into it until you sense all around you, either actually or with intention, bright light, white light, pure. Allow yourself to release anything at all, conscious or unconscious, that you feel weighs you down. Just release it into the light. Say quietly this incantation. In this light, beyond time and space, I enter the portal of divine light and grace. I am free of shackles from this life or another. I surrender all fear to the Divine Mother. I now choose to be free of the past. In the present light of spirit, I now bask. In the portal of light beyond all time, light, love, and light frees me into peace sublime. When you're ready, just open your eyes and extinguish your candle. I was feeling that when I was reading it. Incantation of the Portal of Light. You can say this incantation, which is an excerpt from the ritual above, on its own, but first visualize yourself surrounded by the white light. I am freed from the shackles in this life, and that I release all that would hold me back. I now choose to be free of the past. In the present light of spirit, I now bask. In the portal of light beyond all time, love and light frees me into peace sublime. Beautiful. Wow. And I'm getting yellow flickers all over this page. My eyes are seeing yellow for some reason. I don't know. Maybe it's reflected off my shirt somehow. But I'm seeing like little yellow sparks on that page, like sunburst. And it's not there. It's like these pages are like regular book, like all the other, like that. But I meant to tell you guys about these cards since we're doing that kind of thing. And this is the first time we're using them. These cards are not gilded, okay? So they're not. But the backs of them, like I said, they're beautiful. I love this. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. They really, really, really shuffle well. They shuffle well. Any way you want to do it, they do. They work. And they're just kind of sturdy. Kind of, like they're a sturdy card, like this. Nice, very nice card. So, and I think I saw that it was only $15 or 14 or 13 different places. I put the link in the other video for those of you who are interested in getting your own deck and reading yourself and getting your guidance that you need as you need it. Because that's really what I'm doing. I'm just taping it, like I said, so that I could have it in case I need to refer back to it, share it for people who might get something from it. And so that it's here from my daughters, my granddaughters, my great-granddaughters, whoever, as long as there's internet and YouTube or whatever. But at least they'll have this in case of anything. To at least see this, how I dealt with these things and the tools that I used to go on this part of the journey. If they have to, they may not have to. Maybe that's why this journey's so hard for me, to make sure that they don't have to, right? Ooh-wee. Okay, so Portal of Light is position number 4. So, and I just keep reminding myself, the hidden forces that you do not recognize consciously as yet that are part of what's happening. This card can help you expand your perspective and see what is contributing to this issue from within you. Okay. Or externally, so that you better understand what is happening spiritually and psychologically or physically on the issues you're trying to resolve. This awareness will help ensure that you don't get caught by surprise as you are bringing about resolution of the issue at hand. Okay. Y'all have to excuse me. That's how I learn. I can't just read it one time. I have to go back to it, and I pick up different things as I read. Some things stand out a little more. So that was card number 4. Card number 5. Position number 5 is concerning the effects of the world, relationships, or people or situations apparently beyond your control in this situation. This card helps you recognize the karmic energy of the situation. It may indicate external or spiritual influences. These are energies which your soul decided to encounter before you incarnated, as they would help you grow. These could be challenges, tests, or gifts. They help you understand how you are going to move through this issue as a challenge, as a gift, or as a relationship, for example. These could be challenges, tests, or gifts. They help you understand how you are going to move through this issue as a challenge, as a gift, or as a relationship, for example. Okay, so this what? Okay. Mm, Truths revealed. The revelation of Isis. Truths revealed. And that's position number 5. Okay, so this would be placed here. Makes sense. And 6 is going to be over card number 3. And card number 4 is under card number 1. Oh, yeah. That makes a lot of, wow. Just based on the captions on the cards, to me, in my situation, it resonates. But I think it seems to me there's a much deeper message in the text than there is in the card, of course. But I want to make, these are just beautiful damn cards. Let's just do that. Oh my God. Look how gorgeous that is. And all of the, they all have this same, these are Oya's colors. These deep burgundies and browns and bronzes and dark colors like that. Like earth colors, I think they called them back in the 70s. Yeah, she likes that. Those are her colors. Actually, all the colors. 7 African powers. I don't have one of those candles, but if you ever see it, it has like 7 different layers of different colors, the 7 African powers. Oh yeah, works with that candle also. At least she does for me. I don't know about the rest of them. But I was always led for that. There's a part of my journey, my spiritual is, I guess, the spirit is being a spiritualist, because there's things I take of the Ifa Yoruba tradition, and there are things that I take of the Santeria and the Christianity traditions, and then a little sprinkle here and there of Asian traditions now and then. But so sometimes I'm able to, like, if I need to dress a candle or something like that, I can do it using the Orisha or using spirit. That's just what I know. This is beautiful. I'm loving this. Okay, truths unveiled. The revelation of Isis. And that's position number 5. And this is, y'all can fast forward through my ramblings if you want to. somebody wants to do that, but sometimes stuff is said that I don't know. It resonates with someone else when they hear it. Truth unveiled. Okay, let's see what that's saying. Oh, it was the first video. Agape love. Phila love. Agape love is like love of God, love of you and God, God's love for you. Agape, Phila love is love of fraternal love, sororital love, love of the community, love of the fellow man, believing in the best of your fellow man. And then it was I'll tell you right now. I made the notation. I did make a notation on the video in the comment section. Okay. Storge, Storge, Storge love is the parental love for your offspring. Erotic love is the passionate, intimate, sexual love, romantic love. That's erotic love. Eros is Cupid, right? So Cupid is love in the Roman Greek pantheon. I believe it is. Okay, but so what I said here when I wrote this is the twin flame counterparts. This whole exercise is embodying all of those different types of love: brotherly, sisterly love, the love of God that exists between you two, and your relationship and God, and your relationship and you two. Because the relationship and each of you are separate but the same. You're twin flames, so your union is part of the whole reuniting, right? The whole is the relationship, the masculine and the feminine blending, right? So something similar to that. I'm no expert. This is just what I've picked up thus far. The twin flame counterparts embody, teach, and test lessons in all these types of loves. So as you deal with your partner, your twin, there are going to be lessons about all of these different types of loves within the relationship. And probably the easiest one for you guys right now is the agape love, and everything else, if it's like me, the storage love is fine. I love my children. They can test you too, though. Well, right now, treating your twin like their family, like they're your brother, like they're your sister, they're your twin. And in Ifa, twins are very important. Twins are very blessed. They're called Ibeji. And there is a masculine and a feminine road of the Ibeji. Some people have two girls, some people have two boys, some people have fraternal twins. And before I got my goddaughters are fraternal twins. They don't look alike at all, but they're twins, and I know I was there when they were born. And Cheyenne and Chanel. And then my grandchildren are twins. They are a boy and a girl. And I had received before that my Beji. There's a ceremony in Ifa for that. And my Beji, it was told to me that they would be a boy and a girl. So, and I had twin dogs, a boy and a girl dog who were, no, they were both girl dogs, but they were fraternal. They came from the same litter, and one was black and white, and one was beige and tan and golden and green eyes, and the other one was just a little ruffian. And she was Oreo, the black and white one, and Misty was the other one, and she was just laid back, whatever. It was hilarious. So I've always had two and twos and twos around me. So that's kind of the thing that kind of brought my attention to with the synchronicities and always having. I always was aware of the twin thing around me. Two, or twos, like two kids, and all this other stuff. Lots of synchronicities. But that part of it, that's what kind of brought my attention, the synchronicities and the repetitiveness of twins and twos and twins. And then I found out my grandparents on both sides had twins that didn't, or that were still born. My daughter is actually the only one that on my mother's side that has twins that have survived. So that's interesting. But when I'm doing my genealogy, I'm seeing that my father's, there were twins on my father's side. I think one of his siblings may have been twins. It's hard with the ancestry for the dates and stuff because they're abouts and approximations, but I know he has uncles and aunts that were twins further back in their line, and on my mother's side further back. But again, none of them survived on my mother's side except my daughter now. So I say thank you, Ego. But it's fraternal twins, which would be the divine masculine and the divine feminine. I knew there was a reason why I was saying that out loud, but just to get it on tape, I guess, of how I kind of got to the thought of maybe this is what this is. It just kind of came to me as I was doing the readings generally for everybody, and things just started speaking to me. And I started to do the research and the calculations, which weren't easy because I don't do good math. Oh my goodness. But this is cool. And it gives me something to focus on. But I do have to get to start doing my reading. So I want to try to get this done. Maybe tonight, the whole thing. Truths unveiled. Not like I'm running my mouth, right? But if you're supposed to see it, you see it. And if you got to pause it or watch it in parts, if there's something that you need to know, you'll hear it. But so far, I thank everybody for watching last night and this morning. I was very surprised. Why can't I see this? Truths unveiled. $204. 24. 2 and 4 is 6. Let's see what it says. Okay. Truths unveiled. And this is positioned right above the brother in darkness. There are times when the appearance of people, places, and things are truly deceptive. You will sense this when something feels uncomfortable within you, when you notice feelings of anxiety or doubt within you. You may think there is something wrong with you, but actually you are intuitively sensing that all is not as it appears to be. It is wise to trust your inner feeling rather than being convinced by outward appearances. There is a situation in your life, especially involving relationships, where something is not as it is being made out to be. To avoid undue suffering later on, Isis guides you to truth and revelation now. The revelation of Isis is needed when something or someone is not as it outwardly appears to be. No matter how sacred it may seem, a spiritual person, a family relationship, a shared history, there are times when, although it is more painful to admit the truth in the short term, in the long term, it will save you much suffering and feelings of being duped, misled, manipulated, used, or abused. It will also make it more likely that the situation or relationship can grow into a healthier expression if possible. You cannot heal what is not revealed. Ashe. Ashe. You cannot heal what is not revealed. Isis is with you now to help you release the truths, to admit that you probably sensed it anyway, and to make wise use of these revelations now. The Oracle of Truths Unveiled speaks of a time soon to come when you will realize true perception. What you thought was trustworthy, legitimate, or reliable may turn to sand, crumbling before your eyes. This may be a friendship, a job, an offer of some kind, or even the behavior of a loved one, causing you to question the real commitment or respect in a family or a romantic relationship. What is important here is to realize that when you see the truth, you can act appropriately. You will not proceed with inappropriate expectations, and you can reassess your boundaries and priorities to get the most out of a situation and not suffer undue disappointment later on. Isis was betrayed by her brother Set, who, out of his great jealousy, murdered her beloved Osiris. Now Isis was able to demonstrate great spiritual strength and healing power to resurrect her beloved Osiris, and all was not lost. She also learned a painful and valuable lesson that it is wise to take our intuitive feelings seriously and to recognize a snake in the grass when there is one. When pregnant with the divine child Horus, she ran and hid from Set, recognizing that he was destructive and dangerous, honoring what Set knew and not pretending that it would all be just fine. And in doing so, her child was able to be born. She knew and not pretending that it would all be just fine. And in doing so, her child was able to be born. Okay, you're right. So she followed her intuition and she hid herself so that Horus could be born. Horus is associated with Cancer on the chariot. Like the figure in the Rider-Waite deck of the chariot. That drawing, the male figure that's driving the two horses, the two sphinxes in the Rider-Waite deck, that was supposed to be a throwback to Horus, who would have been the child of Osiris and Isis. In the same way, there are creative impulses and a new life within you that need to be protected until they are strong enough to withstand negativity and undermining by another out of jealousy or fear. Even a close friend whom you love and who loves you may struggle with your creative side, perhaps because they are yet to tap into their own creativity. It's best to be honest with yourself and know that sometimes, out of a sense of kindness, the fragile, corrective beginnings of a project or a new habit or interest need to be protected. Like Isis, you must protect that which needs it by recognizing where something or someone could harm rather than nourish new life. You're being guided by this oracle to trust your judgment about someone's motivations or intentions. If you feel something is not quite right, then use your discernment to give your discernment a chance to more fully form so that you can see the truth. The more emotionally detached you allow yourself to be, the clearer your assessment of a person, a situation, or offer is likely to be. If you have been thinking that you already see the truth in the situation, this oracle is confirmation of the accuracy of that perception, and that further confirmation that you are seeing something accurately will soon be given if requested. Ask for revelation and be patient. Clear perception is imminent and will help you make wise choices. Revelation ritual for the revelation of Isis. We need candles here? No. Sitting comfortably in a quiet sitting comfortably in a quiet space where you will not be disturbed. Close your eyes and say out loud 3 times. I call upon Isis who loves me unconditionally. I call upon you 3 times, beloved guide and priestess. I'm turning my head because I'm hearing something and I'm wondering if it's the cat. So she's not up here, so maybe that's her messing with blinds in the backyard, in the back of the house. Okay, whatever. I hope that's all it is right now. Behind the curtains. Okay. Sitting comfortably in a great space where you will not be disturbed, close your eyes and say aloud 3 times, I call upon Isis who loves me unconditionally. I call upon you 3 times, beloved guide and priestess. As you focus your breath and allow your awareness to turn within, become aware of a set of sheer curtains wafting lightly in your heart space. Behind these curtains is the truth about any person, place, situation, relationship, or opportunity that you wish to perceive. Really? Say aloud, Isis, who loves me unconditionally, please show me the truth without fear, so that I may have clear perception and wise action on this matter now. Stay in your heart and watch for the curtains. If you are ready, willing, and able to see beyond them, they will open you and you will be able to see the truth presented. The truth may appear as literal or symbolic. Stay in your heart so you can best understand the vision given to you. It may make sense immediately and instinctively in your gut, or you may need time to sit with it. Or you may need time to sit with what you have seen or sensed, which is also just fine. You may also simply have a clear knowing or feeling or emotion in your heart without a vision, and that is helpful too. When you're ready, just open your eyes. If you did not have a clear answer, be patient and attempt the ritual at another time, remembering that sometimes the truths will come unexpectedly when we are not really looking for them at all. They will just drop into our awareness, and we shall just know. Doing this ritual, even without immediate revelation, is a prayer to Isis in and of itself, telling her that you are ready for her assistance. Your answers will come. So just doing this ritual, just reading it, in and of itself, wow. The incantation for the revelation of Isis. The incantation can be repeated several times, gaining speed as you get used to its words. Feel the energy in the words as you speak aloud. You are requesting revelation, but for it to happen truthfully and with the least distortion. Also, you need to accept the timing of how the revelation comes to you. It may be at a time of chanting, or it may be at another time entirely. Your prayer will be answered, trust. trust. You can add this incantation to the end of the ritual above or use it as a tool on its own. Gift me with your vision now. End the distortion or the vow that blocks the eye within my brow. I receive the knowing clear, without doubt, shame, or fear. Lies and deceptions disappear. Revelation of Isis come to me swift. Thank you for the sight, the truth, the gift. Confusion into clarity, I now do shift. Okay. I just felt like it was like robotic, something that just went through like my shoulder blade. The whole top side of my shoulder blade was like mechanical, maybe electrical, like a metal. When I was reading that at the very end. Interesting. Truths revealed. Alrighty, so the next card was, this is card number 6. And this added up, the page that this Truths Revealed card was on, it added up to 6, I believe. Temple of Carnelian. Okay, Temple of Carnelian. Entering the fierce belly of Sekhmet. Again, all of these colors are like earth colors. Reds and rusts and greens and like jades and gold and bronze and brown and black. It's gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful artwork. Who is the artist of this? Jimmy Manton. Okay. I thought she made something with him before. Yeah. The goddesses, the goddess and gods and goddesses and gods inside goddesses, gods and goddesses, sirens and titans. Right. Okay, so he did that artwork. Okay, well, beautiful. So, position number 6. What do I need to know about this issue from? What do I need to know about this issue now from my higher guidance? This is a chance for your higher guides that love you unconditionally to give you their perspective and insight into the situation, which can be very helpful. This might get touchy. So this is the Temple of Cornelian. Oh, I'm sorry. She wants to get past. And she wants to get past. She actually will walk across my lap to get to that window. The edge of all of this. Okay. Temple of Cornelian. All right, let's see where that is. 179. Oh, there it is again. It's like an electrical jolt a little. Don't hurt. But it's like sharp. Sharp. All right, Temple of Cornelian. Entering the fierce belly of Sekhmet. You have such strength within you. It's time to trust in your own boldness and courage. Taking risks that feel true to your heart and engaging in practices that make you feel truly and genuinely alive, embodied, and more of yourself, even if not always comfortable, are going to help you live the life you were born to live. Wow. Okay. Let me drink some of this, please. Mm. Mm. Stay down. Okay. In the fierce belly of Sekhmet, the lion-head sister of Isis. So Sekhmet is Isis's sister. In the fierce belly of Sekhmet, the lion-headed sister of Isis, the Egyptian goddess of passion, courage, and fire, there is no room for procrastination, self-doubt, or turning back. She's kind of like the strength card, I guess. So that's what I just got. Also Sagittarius, maybe some fire sign, Leo, of course. Yeah, right. Okay, but that's not what this is about, though, right? There's no room for procrastination, self-doubt, or turning back. She urges you onto your high destiny, calling you to believe, to keep going, reach higher, and expand wider. You can do that. You can do so knowing that the Temple of Carnelian will bring you warmth, strength, encouragement, and deep trust in your own body wisdom to guide you through any situation or relationship that may arise to test you so that you can grow into more of your magnificent being. This oracle calls you to have the courage of your convictions, to have faith in yourself and your process, to be fearless as you are assured of victory. Sekhmet will not be defeated. Yeah, that's like that Queen of Wands energy. I'm just feeling that. If you are concerned that you are biting off more than you can chew, you are not, or you are not sure about the path you are taking, if you're up to the standard, or if you are concerned that you are biting off more than you can chew, or are not sure about the path that you are taking, if you're up to the, if you are up to the standard, or if you will ever gain the recognition that you feel you deserve, then know that as you enter the temple of Cornelian, as you enter the temple of Cornelian into the fire belly of the lion-headed priestess, you shall be guided to success. Sekhmet comes alive with boldness. Her power grows with courage, and her fire will burn bright in your life as passion, success, and victory. She says, fortune favors the bold and guides you to take the leap you know in your heart it is time for you to take. Trust that she will protect your love, your heart, and your vision, encouraging you to shine most brightly. This oracle also brings a particular message about divine justice. If you are involved in or witnessing a situation that seems unjust, abusive, or concerning and are worried that it is not right, the lion sister priestess tells you that it shall be resolved according to divine justice and that there is nothing to fear. Pray to her in unconditional love for help, resolution, and trust. If you feel intuitively to act, then do so. Otherwise, you just got a ding. Otherwise, allow her to have her way, as she has done and will always do. There is much more unfolding in this life than we can possibly know consciously, and her ways are vast and many. Divine justice always prevails. This oracle is also a yes to any question that you have been asking. Any obstacle in the way of manifestation of your dreams will be cleared away. Sometimes it is our own ego that is cleared. Sometimes it is our own ego that is cleared. So don't worry if there are a few bumps on this path. It is just part of the manifestation of the desire. Sekhmet ensures you it will come to pass. In fact, the manifestation has already commenced. That's powerful. That is really, 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 really powerful. Again, I'm getting that Sagittarius energy off of that. Fire sign, Leo, Aries, I guess. Lots of passion, lots of force, lots of leadership. You have pieces of cornelian crystal or jewelry with cornelian or even orange, red, or brown embroidered cloth, clothing, or candles. I burn it. I decided tonight, instead of burning a white tea light, I burnt a mulberry, black cherry and mulberry, little tea candles, and here I am. And those are like a burgundy purple, reddish brown. Wow. I have to see what this cornelian crystal looks like. Okay. If you have pieces of cornelian crystal, jewelry with cornelian or even orange or red or brown colored cloth and crystals, clothing or candles, and the other candle I'm burning over here is red. Okay. You may like to bring them into your sacred space for this healing. Once you have created your warm sacred space, sit comfortably with your spine in an upright position and close your eyes, taking your breath and your awareness deep into your body. Okay, this one is real long. Be aware of a light growing in the belly, warm and strong. Imagine the light into the belly. Deeper and deeper you go until you become aware of the vast pyramid made of huge, ancient sunstones with swirling sand patterns on its face. It is warm, pulsating, alive with energy. Take your time to sense the entrance to the pyramid. You feel effortlessly drawn towards the entrance, and you descend quickly into the pyramid itself now. Inside there is a darkness and the warm torches of rich flames. As your sense of awareness adjusts to being inside of the pyramid, you sense warmth and vibrancy. There is an altar with flames burning in huge bowls made of cornelian. The warm red and orange tones and the light of the fire burning create a golden glow in the room. Just feel the power, the warmth and energy in the temple, warming you from within. You become aware of a great being stepping out from behind the altar into the center of the temple. Her energy is powerful and her presence is very strong. She steps forward as a golden-headed, lion-headed goddess, vibrant and radiant as the sun. She sweeps her hands before your eyes, placing a soft filter before your eyes so that whilst you are in the temple, you can gaze at her without being blinded by her intensity and light. She is radiant and powerful, fierce, and filled with heat and energy like the sun. You bow your head in deep respect, and she nods in acknowledgement. She gestures to the largest cornelian bowl filled with fire in the center of her cornelian temple. You notice the fire on the bowl, gazing into its dancing flames. You know that she is offering you use of the central flame. It will purify any matter that you offer to it. You can choose to release into the fire any doubt, any fear, uncertainty, or habit that could hold you back from fulfilling your high destiny and allowing life to flow through you to the greatest degree. It won't always feel comfortable. Sometimes it will feel challenging and scary, but even with all of that underneath it, it will always feel right. Oh my God, Ashe. Do you dare surrender energies that would hold you back into her divine fire? Do you dare surrender energies that would hold you back into her divine fire? Once the fire of Sekhmet consumes and destroys these energies, she will gift them back transformed, but you will not leave her temple the same as you entered. Are you ready and willing for your own transformation to occur? She waits for one moment longer and steps forward. It is time for you to decide. She deftly raises her arms and the fire leaps. Now it is time to toss away that which is no longer needed. Do it now. Go ahead. Sorry. Feel the acceleration and let it go. Let yourself moan or cry as you do so. Let your entire body, mind, and soul release into her magnificent fire. When you are done, moments later, the fire dies away, and within the bowl there is a golden dust. Feel the peace in the temple and the knowing in Sekhmet's eyes as she inclines her head, acknowledging that you have trusted her and received her blessings, her healing grace. Be at peace within yourself now. Sekhmet waves her hand over the golden dust in the carnelian bowl, and it gathers itself in swirling light all around you. Let it settle in your body, your chakras, your hair. When the swirling has finished, Sekhmet is gone, and you are inside the pyramid again, traveling back quickly towards your belly and breath flowing. You are changed. Well done. Take the time and be aware of yourself in this space. When you're ready, just open your eyes. Incantation. You can say this incantation to overcome any fear or doubt you could possibly imagine and get energy and fire into any issue that seems stagnant or blocked. Only use the incantation when it feels right to do so in your heart, because it is powerful and it will have effect. And sometimes when your heart tells us patience is needed, we are better to wait and allow situations to unfold rather than throw the gauntlet down and ask powerful Sekhmet to step in and sort it all out. She isn't very subtle. Okay. However, when we really do need the power of her action, Our beloved line sister priestess is here just for you. Don't expect to control the effects of her powers. Always say the incantation as a whole, so you are calling an unconditional love to guide the process. And I quote, Sekhmet who loves me unconditionally, brave, bright as fire, bold as can be, bless the situation with your healing power. Do it now, this very hour. I offer you love and gratitude from my heart as you liberate me from this troubled dark. Sekhmet who loves with passion and might, you assist me now with your eternal fire bright. End quote. So this is a powerful incantation. So what I want to do is just look and see if I can see what cornelian looks like. Hmm. Cornelian. Oh, okay. I have that around here. Oh yeah. Mhm. Mhm. I have. Oh yeah. This is really pretty though. I'm trying to get a shot so y'all can see a good picture of it. Mm. All right. So this is a cornelian stone. Is it? That's just one close up. These are a bunch of them. You can Google it and see it for yourself. Healing powers and properties of cornelian. Are you involved in a creative project or thinking about starting one? Are you fertile with good ideas and the ability to conceive something magnificent? Have the courage to make actions to make your dreams come true. Allow yourself the time to create. Okay. It helps you make career decisions and choices, assists you to take actions towards goals, inspires ambition and drive, stimulates three lower chakras to aid the sex life. And that's from healingcrystalsforyou.com. So if you want to look into that further. Oh, look how beautiful. I love this. This is Oya's, these are Oya's colors, these browns and these oranges. And Oshun also. Abundance. Not only does the stone banish negativity, it replaces it with feelings of love. It is also known as a stone of courage and power, best used in your place of work, as it is thought to attract prosperity and inspire confidence. Okay, 10-4. Very good. It boosts energy. Mm-hmm. It fires up your personal power. Very nice. Oh, that's pretty. Very, 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 very nice. So I'm going to have to get into that. I like this anyway. I have stuff around here that has the stone in it, though. I do. Very nice. But I know I can always order these things on Amazon, but I know that when you want to get a crystal, like if you can go into the store or wherever crystals grow and pick like you feel some kind of affinity to that stone, drawn to it and somehow, that's the best way. Or someone give it to you as a gift. That's another way. But whatever you do, you're going to bring it home and you're going to cleanse it yourself. So, or at least I am. But I remember going to the store and getting crystals that I felt drawn to. I have some of them still here. Different crystals, different types. I think this is amethyst. I believe it is. I think so. I think that is that. Mhm. And then I have this here. Don't know. Don't remember what it was. I've had it for so long. I leave my stones on top of my decks, whichever I'm getting ready to use. Mm, that's interesting. So here we go. Sorry, folks. It's an hour already. But those were the 4, 5, and 6 position. So card number 6 lands on top of the talisman of potency. Okay, so this makes sense. All right, so this talisman of potency, Cornelian, I was already thinking that I wanted to make a talisman, and it's telling me to do Cornelian. Oh, interesting. Truth unveiled fell on top of the brother in darkness. So either truths about him or for him are going to be revealed to you through the portal of light, right? So the truth is revealed, brother in darkness, portal of light makes sense. Life restored is still over here. Card number 2, that's all right. Let's get the other 3 cards and get this over with so that we don't have to keep going on, because I'm going to be in trouble with the folks that are waiting for their general readings for the month of October. But it's still early. I think what we are, only the 13th. I'll say we good. Maybe I'll do one when I finish this. Keep drinking that Arizona. The Miracle of Isis is card number 7, right? Miraculous healing of the goddess. Wow, look how she is holding on to him. He's been so hurt. And she's trying to protect him. The Miracle of Isis. All right, let's see what is position number 7 supposed to be about. Position number 7 is, what do I need to know? What do I need to do now about this from my higher guidance? This is another chance for your guidance to speak about not only insight but practical action or non-action, which is helpful for you to take. It is important that with this card that you remembered to ask for unconditional loving guidance before you started your reading. If you did not ask for it again and reshuffle, re-choosing this card. This is protective love, wanting to protect and to obtain unconditional love, to learn how to master this unconditional love part of this lesson, to heal this relationship, to heal the divine masculine, to heal myself, to heal others. The Miracle of Isis. Card number 7. Let's see what page is that on. Wow. Okay, so wait. Position number 7 is up here, and that would be on top of Life Restored. So healing and life restored. Alrighty. Miracle of Isis. 106. Card number 7 is on page 106. 106 equals 7. Right? 1 plus 6 is 7, right? Can't make this up. Miraculous healing of the goddess. Okay. Also known as the talented practitioner of the arts, Isis was known as a talented practitioner of the arts and was capable of miraculous healings. For you, beloved, she offers a miracle healing. No matter how much you have struggled with a particular matter, no matter how impossible it may seem to imagine life without this old wound, addiction, relationship issue, or inner struggle being a part of it, you are guided now to accept the possibility of miraculous healing, to let go and let the goddess be. I want that so much. Oh, wow. Okay. So, Lady Isis wishes to lift a load that has become too heavy for you to heal on your own, beloved. She cannot take something away from you if you are not willing to release it to her, however. Release it for healing means trust, letting go of attachment to outcome and how that outcome might be achieved, and opening to the divine genius of healing that seeks to express the perfection of divine love through you now. To hand something over for healing, especially when it has been a long term or persistent difficulty, or simply seems too great or overwhelming to be healed, takes a radical change of mind and heart. To dare to hope without becoming attached to how and when something can happen. To surrender without forgetting to follow your intuition and act accordingly. To trust even though you may have been disappointed in the past. All these things take skill and courage. They certainly do, because there really is really, using two different sides of your brain at the same time, and they're in opposition to what you're being told to do, which is have faith, but at the same time, you're supposed to follow your intuition and discernment. So on one hand, have faith is just pray about it and leave it in the hands of God. But then they want you to be the detective along the way. I guess that's part of the lesson. Teaching you teaching me how to use my tools in order to find my way to where they're leading me to. Hmm. Okay. Yet these are requirements for us to surrender into the great healing of divine love. Lady Isis speaks through this oracle and says to you that recovery from trauma and emotional healing is not only possible, but if you are willing, it can happen for you now. No matter the depth of grief, loss, despair, fear, or anger, love can and will absorb all of it. This oracle is also an indication that a spiritual gift or awakening of deep healing at a new level are coming your way. Keep your heart and eyes open and let go of doubt or fear about opening up to a new level of proficiency. Dedicate your work to divine love and trust that it will flow through you stronger now. You are capable of great work when you trust your own heart and the love of the divine flowing through you with total surrender. Okay. And there's an incantation. Love and light, peace and power, miracle healing descends this hour. The wings of Isis drenched with feeling, nothing escapes her miracle healing. Surrendered to her from my heart so true, which is now exactly what I choose to do. Gratitude to Isis for the miracle coming to me. Her love and grace now set me free. Okay. So that would be position number 7. Life restored and the miraculous healing of the goddess. Again, just on the face of it, it makes sense, right? So we're going to get card number 8. All right. Yeah, I want to get this done because I got to start doing those readings. So card number 8 is... I ask that my higher guidance help me see any pitfalls or mistakes to avoid for quicker and easier solution. This is a heads up from your inner guidance that you can often see greater than you can where you might be heading. This is a heads up from your higher guidance that can often see greater than you can where you might be heading. Well, I thought, why is there a might? I thought the higher guidance knew what's going on. I guess they don't. That's why it's not revealed to you, because the only one that knows it is the creator. Okay. They're just here to help you along the way. This card will help and protect you. This card will help you realize if you are heading for an otherwise avoidable problem and how to avoid unnecessary suffering in the healing of the issue at hand. Okay, let's see here. So we're going to get card number 8, and that's going to go up there, right? Okay, here we go now. Let's make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 is here. 6 is here. And 5 is here. Okay. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. All right, so we're looking for card number 8 right now. This is so pretty. I wish I could let y'all see. What I'll do is I'll take a picture. Okay, 2 cards fell out. 3. That's too many. Let's do it again. I'm not even gonna look at it. What I'll do is I'll take a picture of this, and maybe I'll let it be the thumbnail, so that y'all can see how beautiful they are laid out. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll take a picture of it, of the cards on the spread. Okay. Okay, so position number 8, we have scales of balance. So that would be similar to Justice, Libra, Judgment, Strength, Patience, Balance. Again, Sagittarius. Right? What's that? Temperance. Temperance. So again, fire sign. I said Sagittarius first, but it's a fire sign. Definitely. Scales of balance, the ancient tantra of the soul. Let's see what that is on the ancient scales of balance. Page 147. 5, 12, 3. Okay, so this reduces to a 3. So this is a message from the divine. Scales of balance, the creator. Scales of balance, 140. Okay. You are a tantrika, an initiate in the path of divine healing of the masculine and a divine. You are a tantrika, an initiate on the path of divine healing of the masculine and feminine, the two sacred polarities that are universal to human experience. As these energies come into mutual respect and balance, you attain great power, presence, and healing effect in the world of the soul and in the human world of forms here on this earth. You are supported in further exploring this path now under the auspices and blessing of beloved Isis. See my pitfalls or mistakes to avoid for a quicker and easier solution. You're in the process of a sacred relationship, healing of the divine masculine and divine feminine energies within your own soul. This is the advanced spiritual path of Tantra. Oh. It is the connection of the body and soul. The effects of this inner divine relationship. Healing is quite the effect of this inner divine relationship healing is a genuine enlightenment of the mind and the body. The body becomes a living sacred temple of light energy and wild aliveness. The embodiment can be experienced in a movement, in deep stillness, in vitality, and in quietness. You are a tantrika, a sacred priestess of the tantric arts. Some people mistakenly believe that Tantra is simply about sexuality, but it is in truth the journey of the soul to bring masculine and feminine polarities into wholeness, love, unity, and empowerment, to learn to be the enlightened path in every element of your being. This is soul building work that is in great service to the spiritual healing and evolution of humanity, which is in deep need of those such as yourself who can create sacred connection between mind and body. It might be through your own personal healing of your body-mind connection, and perhaps through your healing services for others that you walk your tantric path. It might be done in a private way or in an obvious way. What matters is what feels right for you. Walking this path authentically is a choice to live in dedication to the sacred work of Isis, who taught us about the creative power that would come of healing the relationship between masculine and feminine consciousness. Age of Aquarius is about is about feminine energy being prominent. The age of Pisces is where we are now, where the masculine energy is prominent. That's why we have figures like Christ and Martin Luther King, Gandhi, Buddha. Prominent world figures: Stalin, Hitler, Putin, negative and positive, but masculine energies in charge of our spiritual and material well-being or leadership. So now we're entering the age of Aquarius, where the feminine energy will be more prominent, and we're seeing that as it happens. It's an election night tonight. I didn't even watch the results, but I did go to vote, but I'll see it later on. Hopefully there's a blue wave. Ashe. Okay. You're guided to accept this healing through learning to balance the masculine and feminine energies within yourself and your relationships with others. Balancing give and take, directing and flowing, play and solitude are ways to do this now. Learning to feel as comfortable as possible with your sexual and spiritual nature, seeing how then they can complement rather than compete with each other is helpful too. Connection with the body is the most powerful form of healing for the feminine energy as it holds the secrets to divine feminine wisdom. Connection with the body is the most powerful form of healing for the divine energy as it holds the secret to divine feminine wisdom. This can occur through movement, dance, and yoga that is based on body awareness and presence rather than necessarily involving fast flowing postures that may take you more into your head than your body. You can come into your body through time in nature, swimming, laying in the sun, resting, or walking, provided that you stay present to the physical sensations that you experience. This oracle also comes as a guide. This oracle also comes as a guide for your path of inner healing and service. You are encouraged to explore divine masculine and feminine healing within yourself, specifically at this time. This may involve forgiveness of past relationships with significant males or females in your life. It may also require an adjustment of softening to allow in feminine wisdom, or cutting out some distractions or draining situations or relationships that minimize your sense of your own power and capacity to use masculine wisdom well. Okay. If you also drew the Oracle of Healing of the Divine Masculine, then you are actively encouraged to explore Tantra as a personal healing journey in this lifetime. There are many different teachers and approaches under the heading of Tantra these days. Use your discernment and trust what feels right for you. More learning, more work. Okay, you're also guided if in healing work with others that you can help others and heal through exploring the interplay of masculine and feminine energies. It might be through connection of mind and body, through inner and outer worlds, through sexuality and spirituality, joining for healing. Enjoy the unfolding journey, beloved initiate, for it may be highly creative and could involve art, movement as dance or yoga, breath work, and much more. Okay. All right, so there's a ritual. The incantation of the scales of balance. All right, so this is the incantation. The scales are balanced with perfection, feminine and masculine in divine connection, surrender and strength, body and soul, together are loved, united, and whole. I know when to act and when to rest. Scales of balance allow harmony to vest. Deep within, I am now at peace. As in balance, I As imbalance, I effortlessly now release. I feel balance, wholeness, and vitality as I balance and heal my divine humanity. Nice. The scales are balanced with perfection, feminine and masculine in divine connection. Surrender and strength, body and soul together are loved, united, and whole. I know when to act and when to rest. Scales of balance allow harmony to rest. Deep within, I am now at peace. As in balance, I effortlessly now release. I feel balance, wholeness, and vitality as I balance and heal my divine humanity. Ashe, very nice. Yeah, so, yeah, this is good. If I was doing a reading, I would say this was something that had to do with a Libra or a Sagittarius, as I was reading it for someone else. But that I know who this is, and that's not relevant. Or it may be. But no need to leave any identifying forensic any more than I already have. Okay, so this is going to be for position number 9. Now, scales of balance is where life restored, and the miracle of Isis. And my spirit just said justice. That this is what this is. This is justice. This life restored, miracle of Isis, and balance. Healing the masculine through the ancient tantra of the soul. And that's how the life gets restored. That's easy for y'all to say. Hard to do when no one wants to cooperate in their own healing, right? Because that's what I'm dealing with. They're stuck. They are absolutely stuck. And I can't blame them, but then I can, It's like, all right, come on, stop. But I don't know. I don't even understand myself. What is it about this one? I know what it is. It's this. Some guys you can't do this kind of stuff in front of them, or, work on your spirituality. They be going somewhere trying to, put all kinds of, protections around themselves and things like that. He's not scared of this. He grew up with this. He knows what this is. And he is encouraging. He is. Very. But he also, I need to send his ass an invoice. That's how I feel right now, because he takes advantage of my gifts and does not give back. So, all right, everybody who's upset, they want to talk. Let's do this. One more card, number 9 for Patty. Thank you. It's amazing. You tell a kid not to touch the stove, and they touch the stove anyway, and they get burned. Some of them like that feeling. Some of them have been burned so long that they don't even know that it's just a scab that has to be peeled, and underneath is real skin. They're scared to pull the scab because it's going to hurt. Sometimes the universe will pull it for you, and it still hurts. But you didn't learn how to let go. And that's why you're struggling with it, because you don't know how to let go, because you don't know. He don't know. He's been caught up in this since he was a child. Some form of this even. And that was a revelation I got today. with all the, where I did, the exercise with the cards afterwards, off camera, in my room, by myself. See, I can run the video back and have me reading the incantation to myself, so I don't have to hold the books, and I can focus on the lesson. Last card in this reading. The Divine Guardian. This is the cover of the deck. This is the same card. This is the last one. The Protection of the Winged Mother, Divine Guardian, card number 9. Now you all know card number 9 is number for the ancestors, for the ego. Guardian angels, guardian, the divine guardian, protection from the winged mother is the last card. Oh my goodness. And she fell on top of the talisman of protection, which is the same goddess, the same. Look at that. See that face there? That's the same person. That's the same face. Maybe different earrings. This one, her crown is red. It's a heart, and it's red on top, and it's like jade. It's a snake. But the snake, you know how they... What is the snake that Cleopatra had, like that. Serpent. But it's, forget it. I know the name of the type of snake that Cleopatra used, but it's that type of look. This one has the same one, but hers, the jade is on top, the red is on the bottom, and her jade looked like space, like, it looks like to me, like a Martian or something, the way it is on top of her head, like it's out of space. And then there's a moon behind it. Wow. Wow. Okay, Divine Guardian. Okay. Now, card number 9 would be, what is the highest possible healing outcome in this situation? The Divine Guardian. This helps you know what the healed situation could look like. It will be positive and uplifting, and it may be surprising. It helps you visualize and feel how you want the issue to be resolved. Because it has come from guidance, it will be in alignment with higher destiny, and you can pray for this outcome and know that the universe will respond swiftly. Divine Guardian. So, okay. Divine Guardian goes over here, and Isis, scales of balance, go over here. Okay. Protection. Went to the store? Want to? Divine Guardian. I didn't have enough to eat today. I need to eat something else. Peanut butter and jelly. Okay, life restored and Divine Guardian, protection of the winged mother. Okay, all right. Again, making sense, because the miracle of Isis is the winged mother, right? Protection, life restored, which is what Isis did, and Divine Mother, again, protection of the winged mother. Makes sense over there too. Scales of balance. Talisman of protection. Yeah, yeah, protection. Fighting fire with fire, but not with fire. That's what it says. That's what it's telling me. Justice, but spiritual. Being a good witch, not a bad witch. Okay. Divine guardian. Just kidding. Not trying to ruffle nobody's feathers. Divine guardian. But come on, y'all. Don't say you didn't like Bewitched back in the 70s and 80s. Elizabeth Montgomery was the most beautiful, nicest witch ever. Perfect for that role. I think I read somewhere she had done that role before they started the show on like a episode of The Twilight Zone, maybe? Something like that. I might have read that. Divine Guardian. Winged Mother. 43. Okay. 4 and 3 is 7. Okay, yeah. Thank you. All right, protection of the winged mother. You are venturing towards a time of significant spiritual growth and healing. There are many changes occurring internally, and they may be reflected in your external world also. Soon, you are protected during these times by the love and strength of the winged mother, Lady Isis. You can relax and protect your transformation. You can relax and allow your transformation to happen. Let your divine guardian protect you now as you learn to let go and trust in your own unfoldment for the greatest good. By spiritual growth, you can bring big spiritual growth can bring difficult challenges. No shit. Through such challenges, an initiate can gain wisdom, power, and awareness and leave fears behind that once held them captive, free from past restrictions, free to live a life that is truly extraordinary and inspirational. Yet the challenges can feel deeply confronting. The initiate may be tested to stay true to their own beliefs even if their loved ones do not understand or support them. Or they may be required to let go of what they have known to embrace something completely unfamiliar. And this may be uncomfortable for them, and they may fear losing love, support, safety, or friendship as they venture into a new life. These kind of spiritual growth opportunities are presented when the initiate is ready for them, even though this readiness might not seem obvious. The Oracle of the Divine Guardian arises because you, dear initiate of the light, are venturing into a significant time on your spiritual path. There is a process cooking within you which may already be mirrored in your outer life circumstances that are actually challenging you to grow. It might look like an opportunity or it might appear as a crisis, but no matter what the appearance, you are being guided to take the risks that intuitively feel right for you and have faith. You will be safely guided by the unconditional love of Lady Isis with wings outstretched and sword of truth in hand, protected from false images that could lead you astray from your true path. Ashe. This oracle is also confirmation that you have been receiving impressions and inner nudges that are from your higher guidance, which have been helping you with situations that are currently unfolding in your life and will continue to do so. You are, spiritually speaking, on the right track. No matter whether your life circumstances appear to be headed in one direction at one moment and then completely different direction at the next moment, or whether you feel things are a certain way in truth only to find out the next day they seem to be different, these are all signs of growth into new consciousness. Life does not have to be fixed or even clear at times in order for you to be safe. Isis is with you, all is well. So this is all about trusting and having faith and feeling safe and knowing that you're protected no matter what happens, really believing it, no matter what the test is, no matter what the struggle is. Remember to believe, and remember to have faith, and remember the tools and the gifts that led you to this place. But always know that you're protected. Isis is with you all as well. This oracle comes as guidance that if you have been worried about another, that they are protected. Whether this is someone alive at this time or a being that has departed the physical world and returned to spirit, they are free from suffering, pain, and trauma, and now all is well. If you wish to send a blessing to such a beloved, you can do so with the incantation below. All right. Incantation to the Divine Guardian. You can use this incantation as a prayer of protection at any time, on your behalf or on the behalf of another. You can choose to touch your heart and say the name of the person that you are saying the prayer for before speaking it loud 3 times before speaking it aloud 3 times at least, and then say, "So be it," and intended that the prayer be sent to the beloved. Let any thought of the beloved go then. Let the prayer be free and do not worry about how it works. Just let it do its work as you have done yours. These are the powers of the initiate. You will learn to trust this more and more. Winged Mother, Guardian of Light, surround me with your precious might. Only love and light enter this field, or the scarab's sword you shall yield, driving away darkness with endless light, bringing peace to every day and to every night. And then at the end of that, you're supposed to say the name of the person that you are praying for. Touch your heart. All right, when you start, touch your heart and pray the name of the person that you're saying to prayer to before speaking it aloud 3 times at least, and say, "So be it," and intend that the prayer be sent to the beloved. Let any thought of the beloved go then. Let the prayer be free and do not worry about how it will work. Just let it do its work as you have done yours. These are the power of the initiate. So basically this is about protection. Isis is here to assure me of protection, to encourage my strength in my gifts, to remove any doubt, fear, to teach me how to operate among lower vibrational folk and do it with grace, which there'd be no other way. Okay, so now this is becoming a pain. All right, so that's my reading for me, right? I didn't want to go into everything because this would be too long for the taping. Whoever's watching this, even if it's my great-granddaughter, find a copy of it. I don't know what books will look like then, but Barring any unforeseen circumstances, you'll be able to find it amongst the tarot and oracle cards of mine. Hopefully, someone is good enough to hold on to and preserve them. But I'm going to make sure that I put it so that it can be. All of these cards will be available. Spirit just gave me like a safe deposit box type of thing to just put them all in, fireproof. All right. When I'm done doing readings like this, huh? At that time of my life when I'm not really retired to everything. Mhm. If they let me. It don't look like they want to let me. Okay. All right. So, oh, look at this, the bottom of the deck. Oh my goodness. The spirit of Isis, the triumph of the goddess. Gosh. Well, lessons and encouragement. Challenging me to tap into these gifts, not to be afraid of them, understand what they are, and other things, suggestions I could employ. And this Tantra business, that's very interesting. I always wanted to know what that was. I guess I'll start to read about it and figure out what it is. But it's very interesting when I was doing my research and trying to find out, like, what is this priestess, high priestess stuff and things like that. Again, it had to do with the high priestess ran the temples. She was in charge of the spirituality. And in some societies, like in Benin, um, Togo, Dahomey, that part of West Africa, the entire town was run by women. They had men there, but men were like the craftsmen, like they made the art and stuff. And if you ever look in the museums and stuff and you see the art from Benin, it's gorgeous. But the women ran the marketplace. The women ran the churches, temples of worship. And the men did the artwork. You can see that kind of in some of our people, some of the African Americans. You can see that kind of energy of the women who are in the marketplace and the men who are doing art, writing poetry and songs and music and composing. Not that the women can't do it too. I mean, come on, we have beautiful talent among women, but there's something about those people in the tribe. They have. I'm starting to recognize them, and I see what they do, and it's consistent with that same energy of the woman. Not that she's the head of the house or anything like that. I'm not talking about that stuff, but it's the balancing of the masculine and the feminine. The men are content to do the hunting and the craftsmanship, and the women are content to do the housekeeping and cooking, but also the marketplace and the worship. And we know that the women are the keepers of the culture, right? I hope everybody was able to hear me the entire time with this microphone tucked underneath my collar. Well, anyway, if not, put on your closed captionings, and the sound may adjust after a while if it's not good. I apologize profusely. So anyway, this is going on 2 hours. So for those of you who are, checking this out, I'm so happy if I'm able to help you. But go ahead and get this deck. All right, Alana Fairchild, the Isis Oracle, and it is by Blue Angel Publishers. Okay, and you can, like I said, go online, check Etsy or Amazon.com or Barnes and Nobles or whoever, and get yourself this deck. This is way cool. That's the best I could come up with right now. These are lessons. This is good, and I'm so glad. I'm so glad that I was guided to this. because this is helpful and empowering. The spirit of Isis, 161, that's adding up to 8. Endless power, infinite power. Wow. Spirit of Isis. Well, what did I just say? 151. See, my brain. 161. I'm not even really tired. But this arm. Oh, maybe because I have the microphone running through it. Electricity. That's another problem of mine. So I can't wear watches. Too much electricity. That's been happening since I was a little girl. I don't care what it was. It could be Timex, Bolivar, whoever was the best watches back in the day. You know, the ones that had the face with the hands. Die in before a week. Wouldn't get past the third day of the week. Several times. My father bought me watches all the time, and it would be the same thing. They say now that wouldn't happen because they're digital. I've gotten so used to not even wearing a watch. I don't even need a watch to tell the time because I know it, because I had to know it. So I can gauge it by the sun and the time of day, whatever television program I watched 2 hours ago, I can figure it out. You know, very good with that, but electricity. So that might be what it is. All right, the triumph of the goddess. Their beloved initiate, there are times to surrender and let go, but there are never times to give up. Pursue with your bold faith and inspired action until the impossible happens. Isis has the spirit of triumph and will never fail in her quest, no matter how bold or impossible it seems. Believe. God damn. This right here, I lie to you not. And those of you who subscribed to me for a while, I think you saw around Christmas time last year, I had posted this a sign, believe, right? And I have a picture of me and my twin over here. Picture was taken a long time ago. A long time ago. He even had hair. Anyway, and I have had this, it was a Christmas card, and I cut it and I put it on the stand behind the picture with the dolphins and him and I together. And what does this say? Believe. My ego, my spirit guides, they know what they're doing. They get me to where they want me to go, and they give me the synchronicities, I say. But yeah, I've had this sitting here like this since last Christmas, before last Christmas. And here this is. Believe. The triumph of the goddess. Ashe, thank you. Well, that's reassuring, that's encouraging, that's enlightening. And I will do these exercises and incantations off camera. And I thank you if you enjoyed this. I hope you did. I hope you got something out of it. This is not, I have no, everything is copywritten by Blue Angel Publishing, and I'm just using these oracles as I normally would to share this information and these messages. I already got somebody trying to hone in on the marketing for the video I made last night, that there was music in it. Like, there was no music. I sang a little gospel song at the very end. And as soon as it uploaded, somebody from Canada, like, who? What? They got thousands and thousands of things. And I asked YouTube to review it, and they were really not that helpful. So whatever. I don't care. It's not a biggie. It's not a biggie. But like, subscribe, share if you like these videos. Please make comments. Let me know if this is resonating with any of you. But I'm letting you know this is my reading. This was my life. This is my business. I'm sharing it with you because that's what we're supposed to do. When we come across something that can help enlighten one another, we have to share it. At least that's what my spirit tells me to do. So if you know something and you don't share it, it's just like telling a lie, right? So I'm having a time. I've been honest about it. I'm not going into the details of whatever happened before, unless spirit ever leads me to that way. But so far, so good. We don't need to get into all of that. But from this place that I'm in now on, I'm being told to have faith, to believe, and to use my tools. Know that I'm protected. Don't be afraid. Know that my children are protected. My family is protected. My home and my belongings are protected. That I am strong. That I am healing. And I know that part. I knew that part. You know. What was I going to say? Oh, the high priestesses. That whole genre of stuff. There's a certain high priestesses that, besides taking care of the temple and taking care of making sure everybody worshipped, and they were like like this, but they had their own temples and stuff. Part of what they did is that they were the girlfriends, the wives, the mistresses, the concubines, whatever you want to call them, of only kings and lords. That was her only cipher. That was their only clientele, whatever you want to call it, whatever you want to call it. They were only entertaining princes and lords and kings. They were the high priestesses because they believed that after these men went out to battle, whatever, conquering, they came back from conquering, that energy that they needed to go and conquer and the energy that they needed to relax after the war, they would stay with these priestesses in their home, in their temples, and they would attend to them, and they would, help them soothe their wounds, whatever, but giving them that love and attention and energy and spiritual, confidence and encouragement. That was the job of the high priestess in some of those societies. And that was very interesting. So then now I'm looking at this and it's talking about this tantra sex thing. And we know, those of us who have had connections with our twin flames, that this is a different kind of energy when it comes to intimacy. At least it seems that's what I'm hearing from everybody. And what I know to be true. So they're saying nothing has changed. Everything is still the way it was, even if it was 30 years ago. And that there is an ability to reignite this passion. And that ability is being given to me to heal, to help, and to have confidence that it'll be all right in the end. That there will be a triumph of the goddess, of the high priestess. Oh, shame. But anyway, do that. Look up Mary Magdalene, the Divine Feminine, high priestesses. You can even put in high priestesses in urban culture. There are like other link throughs that got to be some real interesting stuff. And you see how interconnected all of these different cultures are and these religions and belief systems and stuff. It's very, very, very interesting, right? So anyhow, anywho, this is what I've gotten for tonight. And I'm done with this. I'm going to take off this microphone and see what this is. And just blessings to everybody, and encouraging everybody, if you're going through the struggle like me, you ain't alone. Maybe that was also part of why I was drawn to do this, to let the rest of you all, you divine feminines, know you are not alone. We are all going through a situation of some sort. Some of them are positive and some of them are challenging. Some are obviously positive and others are not so obvious in their positivity, right? So now I'm going to do this like I promised. I'm going to line them up. Nice. Get the camera out here, take this picture, and I will make it the thumbnail for this video if it allows me to do that, so that you all can see how beautiful these cards are. I think I got everybody. Oh, almost turned it off. Okay. All right, that should be good. So I'll be talking to you guys very shortly. Not tonight, hopefully, maybe, we don't know. And if not, I'll see you later on this week. Take care of yourselves, you guys, and be so. All right. Just for everybody having patience and going with me through this journey over the last 4 or 5 hours for the last 2 days. Let's see, can we get some numerological guidance for those who have been drawn to this video? Oh my God, number 6, love. This is the numerology deck by Michelle Buchanan. Number 6, love. I love you guys. This is about love. Thank you so much for joining me. Okay? And I'll be talking to you all shortly. Don't forget to share these messages with other sisters that are going through this same these challenges in their pursuit of the divine. Okay? Their own divine, their inner goddess, which is trying to become their outer obvious goddess. Okay? So, love to you guys. Send me an email, pbtarot7@gmail if you wish to, or make comments below. And I usually comment right away. Answer the comments right away. So, love you people. Thank you so much. Be good to yourselves. Be good to yourselves. Bye-bye.